we're gonna start here very soon. Remember that this game fights me to get going. Let's see if we can get it. Yeah, fuck soon. Let's do now. Okay, that's something. Here it fights me. Okay, everything gets jumbled into one big screen. Love that, love that. One second. Put that there. That goes there. Alright, I think I've got it. Is it gonna fuck everything up again? Looks like it is. Alright, love this. I should have done this pre-production. Sorry. Amateur hour on my end. And my capture stayed. Thank God. Oof. Alright. Listen, folks, I've had a busy day. I'm gonna help myself to a quick beer while folks may or may not be filtering in. We'll see what happens, right? Give me just a moment. As per the usual, tonight we'll be drinking some Kona Big Wave. Good shit. Looks like audio's good. Honestly, its background music could work. Like stream start stuff. Although the loop is a little bit pretty obvious. I've been rocking RimWorld music, Caves of Quad music, occasionally Yeek music. You know how I feel about Yeek music. Are we gonna loop again? Alright, whatever. Oh, it's this motherfucker. Alright. Go. Another newspaper. We're not taking that back today. Dirty sock. Gross. I still have the key. Alright. I'm just kind of evaluating where I am. I'm probably not going to go super late tonight, because I have to get up even earlier for work tomorrow. I think we're basically good, right? Say hello to our protagonist. Alright, I know you're supposed to go to the park. Supposed to ask about our friend. I was a bit late getting here. It's already 15 minutes after Hillary told Vincent to meet him. Don't know Vincent. Because Vincent's dead as fuck, dude. I would bet money on this. He is beyond dead. We are not seeing Vincent alive. Maybe we'll see him as, like, a ghost? Or, like, bones that were mudlarking. But we ain't seeing him alive again. I wonder if Hillary can shine some light on the situation. I'm doubting it, given Hillary's presence here, still waiting for him. Yes, hey, Winston, man. Hey. Brings you to the park on this beautiful morning, my friend. He seems like a nice guy. Not sure if you would appreciate me breaking into his house, so I will play it cool. Just taking a stroll, admiring the squirrels and such. I guess, yeah, to say anything else would imply that he came in and rifled through their shit, so yeah. That's fair. Haha, good man. You ain't seen Vincent anywhere, bruv. A gnome in the background. No, I haven't seen Vincent, bruv. No, I haven't. He was supposed to be here like 20 minutes ago. Where is that shit? That is a good question. Okay, well, be honest and just tell him that your buddy, you're looking for him too. Well, as if I didn't know already, Vincent is officially missing. Sure, if he went home, he would have seen that note, and he would be here right now. Where the hell did he go? He was only just ahead of me when he went through the entrance to the foreshore. He must be in the Thames. That's how you pronounce that word, right? It's gotta be. I did this last time, I'm doing it again. It's Thames, not Thames. Certainly not Thames. I'm certain it's pronounced Thames. I'm just gonna roll with that. VOD watchers, if I'm wrong, call me a jackass. With the phone line so busy and the police of no use, I need to keep investigating. First task, Hillary. Kill Hillary. There can be no witnesses. Strangle. I don't want to touch Hillary. Look, Hillary. It's Vincent's flatmate, Hillary. Got some good legs on him, goddamn. Man must be an athlete or something. He's a nice enough chap, very sporty and health conscious. I can tell, my goodness gracious. Speak, Hillary. Mind if I ask you a few questions, Hillary? Shoot, bruv. Have you been for a run? Yeah, tell me about those legs, big guy. It's a good morning for it. I went for a few laps around the park. You should come sometimes, bruv. You are getting fat. I mean, well, shit, son. You don't gotta come out and just say it like that, but you know, I guess we've made that observation ourselves already, so I feel like if you examine yourself, God, I would love it if you examine yourself after this fact, that he has like even more self-consciousness about his weight. I think that'd be funny to reflect that he's really upset by this. Thanks, Hillary. Maybe someday. Just hit me up. Was Vincent supposed to meet you here? Yeah, man, he was. We arranged last week that he was going to come meet me after my run and hang for the day. Have you heard from him today? No, I haven't seen or heard from him since the night before last. He hasn't called me or nothing. So yeah, I left Vincent a note to meet me here, but maybe he didn't get it, or maybe the prick is standing me up. I was with him yesterday, and he actually disappeared. What happened? He disappeared? I went mudlarking with him, and he literally disappeared. Literally disappeared. He went ahead of me, was out of view for about a minute, and he vanished. No way. Did you get the cops, man? That's serious. I know, right? The police weren't interested. Apparently, he hasn't been missing long enough to file a case. Bullshit. He probably just left the shore somewhere else, though. There is only one exit. I would have seen him go past if he left. Far out. I don't know what to say. I hope you're, like, ready to look for another apartment, dude. If you had to split the bill, you're about to be out half your rent money, my man. This is your warning. Get chopping, dude. Like I say, I haven't seen him since 2 nights ago. I don't think he's been to the flat, otherwise my note would have reminded him to come here. I will check when I get back and let you know somehow. Cheers. Why do you think he would stand you up? 'Cause he's dead. You know this. Why are you asking him this? Okay, let's speculate. Why do you think he would stand you up? You know what? I know he is your good mate and all, but he's been acting bare strange for the last couple of days. Weird use of those words. Okay. How so? Well, normally, he is so chatty and happy all the time. Like, you know. But he has been a shaky bastard, man. White as a ghost, locking himself away in his room, and moody as fuck. I swear I even heard him talking to himself. You know, people do that, right? You know, people do that. How strange. And I was all trying to be friendly and normal, but he was just ignoring me. So I wasn't too surprised, like, when he didn't show up today. He still might. Don't lie to the nice man. Nah, man, he's always on time for shit like this. True. What do you think caused this weird mood? It's been since you guys found the brooch. Brooch? Brooch, that's what I meant to say. Something when yous was mudlarking. Whatever that shit is called. Really, he was so happy to have found the locket. Yeah, man, when I saw him the morning after yous found it, he was hangover as hell, but so excited. After yous found it, he was hangover as hell. So hungover is the descriptive word. Hangover is like... I don't know if that counts as a noun. It's a thing that you can describe, so I'd assume so. He was noun as hell. But so excited. Then as the day progressed, he just lost the plot. He looked like something had really scared him big time, bruv. How strange. You seemed so happy on the phone yesterday morning. You managed to use your phone? I guess it was just before the networks went haywire. Mate, my phone hasn't worked since the meteor strike. Hold on. This is important. Network was down as of the night before he went out. He made a phone call, but if he can't make a call, why could anyone else? They're all pinging off the same network, right? So if, and this is just me wildly speculating immediately, but if the networks are down and no one's phones worked, no one's phone worked for, let's say, 12 hours before that. That's probably too much time, but it illustrates my point of the night before. If all phones been down for 12 full hours, how the fuck did he make a call? Was he really talking to anyone? Was he even on the beach? Because that would explain a lot more, I think, that we showed up and he wasn't there at all. The phone call could be in our little head here. Our buddy could have been in our head for that. Because when we were down there, all these people had been down there at present. Right? Dr. Dunk was down there. And if his buddy had walked all the way down the bridge, he would have seen him before you. The guy was stationary, right? Let's say that this is Dr. Dunk, and this is my mouse is Vincent, right? If Vincent is walking this direction, he would have passed Dr. Dunk, unless he vanished immediately upon going down the stairs, which I don't personally think, especially because it doesn't seem like there was really one of those tidal events. Someone would have seen him get down there in the first place. At all. but this didn't occur. My new theory is he never went down there. And our protagonist here is, well, he's maybe losing it a little bit. Anyways, yeah, I think his mood was caused by that locket or some shit, man. That's like voodoo shit or something. Got the locket right now, and my mood is fine. I think expensive antique jewelry can make you feel bad. Hey man, I'm just telling it like it is. Ever since you guys found that locket, he went downhill into a shivering, paranoid mess. How have you got it? I found it on the shore after he went missing. Shit. Be careful, man. There's something about that locket, I swear. You heard him talking to himself. Yeah, man, I walked past his room the night before last. I heard him mumbling and shouting as if he was talking to a couple of people. Did he have visitors? Nah, no one came in. I was in the lounge watching TV all night and didn't see anyone. Could you hear what he was saying? Not really, but he seemed agitated. It was weird, man. Like from some sort of horror film. I knocked on the door, but he didn't answer. It's possible he went missing as far back as his flat. Or apartment, as we say, on this side of the pond. How strange. He wasn't talking on the phone? His phone was sitting on the table in the lounge. We call it a living room, okay? Weird. What do you think scared him? I don't know, bruv, but I swear down, it was only weird after he found that locket. Maybe he thought he was going to make a fortune from it. He is overwhelmed by the thought of all that money. Perhaps. Unlikely, I know, bruv. There just doesn't seem to be anything scary about it. I mean, it's been in my pocket now for 24 hours, and nothing weird has happened. Your buddy's gone. If we're playing with the idea that we got this shit when we got this shit, I wonder if he even... No, he definitely did leave... He definitely did leave the Thames Bank. Because he got home that night, and his roommate could hear him. So he did... We have like a timeline. It's found. He did go home. It is unclear what occurred after he got home. I doubt that he made it back to the Thames. Now, how the locket got there is another question entirely. Maybe it's like a cursed blade, right? Yeah, you know, nope. Your boy's back with the cursed blades, right? You know, you found like a cool, you know, wavy black sword, and it like whispers to you and shit. And you throw it into the river. And you feel relieved that this spooky-ass sword isn't in your possession anymore. The whispering stops. But then you realize when you get back to camp, you kept the scabbard. Whatever, you'll put a different sword in it. It's a nice scabbard. Sword's the problem, not the scabbard. You go to bed. You wake up to more of that damn whispering. The sword's back. It could be that this locket, supernatural as it may be, was itself returning to its place of origin. I'm not ruling shit out right now. That's a distinct possibility we have got to contend with. Well, aside from dreaming about a giant locket eating Vincent with a guest appearance from a vomiting, talking duck. Man, if I was you, I'd throw that shit back in the Thames. Or sell it and buy a house. Well, the house would probably be like, through the transitive cursed property, probably be like minor haunted, if I had to guess. He was paranoid and shivering. He was sitting at the table in the lounge, just staring into space like... I came and opened the fridge and he shouted, "Don't open it! They're in there!" And I was like, bruv, you losing the plot, boy. You thought somebody was in the fridge? Yeah, you're shaking like a dog shitting razor blades. That's a good sentence. Maybe this can all be explained by him being high as hell. He does smoke pot. Maybe that's the reason? I bet London pot is terrible. If you're in London and you smoke pot, let me know if it's good. More importantly, if you're in London and you smoke pot, have you smoked pot elsewhere in the world? And how much better was it when you're not smoking London weed? That's gotta be like ass weed. Who knows? Who knows? Did you notice anything else strange about him since he found the locket? That is pretty much it. Just being a weird, moody prick. He looked terrible, too. Yeah, he looked pretty haggard when I saw him in the morning. Oh yeah, sorry, bruv. I just remembered something. Yeah? That last time I saw him, he rambled a bit about needing to find out who the people were in the photographs of the locket. Really? Yeah, man. Seemed like he was obsessed with it. He was kicking himself that he couldn't figure out how to find them. How strange. What did he say exactly? He just kept muttering, but I heard stuff like, I must find them. How do I find them? And shit like that. He sure have been acting weird. He scared me, Winston. Sorry. Winston Overwatch. Our protagonist, no. Let's say, like, it probably wouldn't be too hard to change it over, but it's fine. I couldn't possibly take this game seriously if it was Winston Overwatch instead of Winston the human ransom note. I wonder if this all connects together somehow. What reason would Vincent have for needing to know who the people are in the photographs? Why was he in such a strange mood? Curse, psychosis. Easy. I need to find out more about this locket and the people pictured inside. This is starting to get a bit spooky. Where might he have gone? Mate, it sounds like the only place he got to was the bottom of the Thames River. We gotta get the police involved, man. Yeah, I must try that angle again. He didn't get swept away by one of those meteor wave things. I talked to some scientist who seemed to think that it was unlikely. I don't know, it's a real mystery. Catch you in a bit, mate. Okay, see you, man. I'm not gonna wait around a bit longer just to make sure Vincent isn't going to show up. Talk to the nest. Talk to the squirrel. Often dreamt of a world where humans live side by side with animals in civilization and conversation. But evolution has not been kind to that particular dream. Squirrels, fascinating tourists to London for centuries. They are pretty cute, though, I must admit. There's a huge bird's nest here, perhaps belonging to a crow. It looks empty. I have no intention of poking around a bird's nest right now, let alone one that is way up in the tree. Grab squirrel. No way, the thing probably has rabies. It's a funny idea. Wrap squirrel in tinfoil. Microwave tinfoil. Nope. Rubbish bin. You're really gonna leg it all the way over there, huh? There's nothing of interest in here. And Vincent is not hiding in here. Bandstand. No time for an impromptu busking session. The only instrument I can play is the stylophone, which would be pretty awesome to crank out in a bandstand. Home, Vincent's place, quarantine. Lock in. Foreshore entrance. Go back to the Cock Inn. Proper way to start a morning and, oh, here we go. Policeman. I'll talk to Nicola first, because I don't trust cops. Hi, Nicola. Hey, Winston, what can I do for you? Any sign of Vincent around here? Sorry, mate, you still haven't found him? No, he's still missing. Shit, let me know if there's anything I can do. Thanks. Talk to Lionel Garrett. Excuse me, Mr. Garrett. Do I know you? I'm familiar with your work, Mr. Garrett. Treasures of the Thames. Ah, quite. I always forget they put that ruddy, great portrait of my visage on the back cover. Ugh, God, I hate how Brits talk. Ask about his book. Mr. Garrett, after seeing your book about Treasure of the Thames, I understand you are something of an authority on items found in the Thames River. I would like to think so. I've been studying the Hall of the Thames Current for 20 years now, and still to this day, the sheer amount of valuable objects it offers up astounds me. What sort of things have you found over the years? I don't find them myself, exactly. I leave that to the mudmen. What they find, I study and evaluate, and the cream of the crop might get featured in one of my books. Okay, well, fuck you. Do the work yourself, dick. You've managed to become a manager in your hobby. What's the fucking point? Cool. Treasure. What is the most valuable treasure you have encountered? Note, he's changed the word from found to encountered. 10 years ago, a chap stumbled upon a 3,000-year-old solid gold sarcophagus poking out of the mud near Greenwich. Okay, things that didn't happen. Cool, though. Incredible. Quite how it got there, nobody is sure. Damn little bastard sold it for $2 million. Whoa, serious cash. Yeah, no, let's mansplain to him about the mudlarking. My friend and I are actually regular mudlarkers. Ah, delightful. If you ever find anything of interest, please don't hesitate to contact me. Thanks, Mr. Garrett. Call me Lionel. My contact details are at the back of any of my books. Locket. My friend found this locket on the bank of the Thames a few days ago. Oh, shit. Delightful. I always love seeing new treasures. Intriguing piece. Solid gold. Solid gold. Indeed. Feel the weight of it. This is very true. Gold feels substantially heavier than silver or especially steel. It is quite heavy for sure. How old is the locket? Let me guess. He's going to say no. I'll have to do research or something. This make, the Hildebrand, was popular from around the turn of the 20th century through to the mid-20th century. It's not the first I've seen turn up from the Thames. Is it the same locket, perhaps? Or is it just identical ones? But unfortunately, the date stamp is missing, so I can't give you an exact date. The date stamp? As you can see here on the back of that locket, there's a small niche, a groove in the gold. Groove in the gold. That's true. This niche is common and unique to Hildebrand lockets. It was essentially a secret compartment where the owner could store something relating to their loved one or ones, such as a lock of hair. On your particular locket, however, the cover of this compartment has come off. Oh. The date of manufacture, and indeed often the name of the owner, were generally stamped on the back of this cover, or date plate. If I found this date plate, I could find out who owned the locket? Potentially. At least you could find out the exact date of manufacture. Say this locket was found by the Thames, yes? Yeah, my friend picked it up. I think I need to get into the whole Vincent is missing story with Garrett. Not yet, anyway. I would hesitate to suggest it, but perhaps the date plate could be found around the site of the locket's discovery. I mean, it's unlikely this thing could have been there for 100 years, and the date plate could have been broken off before it even reached the river. I would encourage you to at least have a look. as I would be interested to see the exact date. I'll definitely check it out. Why would you be so interested to find out the date? Mere curiosity. This is my living. Potentially. And to be honest, if you had the date plate reattached, you would have the best preserved Hildebrand locket I've ever seen. Yeah, there we go. Interesting. It really is perfectly preserved. Is the locket valuable? Such is the lovely condition of this piece, and the fact that it is more or less solid gold, to my eyes anyway. I would say, as it is now, probably around 6 grand. Wow! Yes, Hildebrand was a luxury quality brand. Whoever owned this must have been wealthy. I'm sitting on a small fortune here. But wait, with the date plate reattached, you're looking at an extra grand at least. Wow! Where was it made? It is a Swiss brand, very popular amongst the wealthy and well-crusted citizens of London of its day, and still to antique enthusiasts this day. Other lockets. Yes, but this is the first I've seen for quite some years. Were there any reports of strange things relating to these lockets? Were there indeed? Pardon? Here goes. Well, since my friend found this locket, he began to act strangely. Talking to himself, being paranoid, possibly seeing things. No, never. I can't see how there could possibly be a connection. All the others I've seen were found by people who then went on to, or had made, a lot of money selling them to collectors. That was a long shot. There's no chance he does, but do you happen to know anything about the people inside? Let's have a look. I wouldn't even humor him, but okay. Nope. Yep, I was right. No. Don't have a clue, I'm afraid. That's okay. Thank you for your help. A pleasure. Ah, she's gone. And he's gone too, thank Christ. Finally, can get back to my work. Thank you, Winston. Very good, Winston. Patting your head, Winston. Alright, always save before talking to cops. Wrap head in tinfoil. Microwave tinfoil head. Nope, okay. It's PC Norman. Didn't think I'd be seeing him again. Ah, shit. Maybe we shouldn't talk to him. Hold on. PC Norman? Oh, it's you. I've done something incredibly stupid. What happened? I'm so bloody stupid, I am. Yep. Oh god, Brits. Okay. Never thought I'd be so Piccadilly. Isn't that a place? Never thought I'd be so Chicago. Okay, well, to my Midwestern brain, that could mean something. So, you know what? As you were, PC Norman. Piccadilly? Silly. So bleedin' silly, Gov. What have you done? You are so generous. Never before had a man given me such an opportunity to jack in this Captain Kirk. Buddy, what the fuck? Are you having a stroke? Never before had a man given me such an opportunity to jack in this Captain Kirk. This Cockney rhyming slang is outrageous. Yeah, it is. Captain Kirk, are we on the Starship Enterprise? What are you harping on about, governor? Captain Kirk. Work. Okay. Fucking Jesus Christ. Alright. Anyways, so you did me the gracious favor, the gift of the century. The very expensive meteorite that was going to make me and the fork and knife. I presume ball and chain? Fork and knife. Dork and wife. That's the both of you. So much bunts. Jesus Christ. I'd be sorted for bread and honey till kingdom come. Kids and wife. Dork and knife. Dork is his wife, and it's the bull. That's all I'll say. A tear rolls down his cheek. Have I gotten away with fooling this poor man? Well, it's been stolen. God, you are having a giraffe, mate. A laugh. Now it's full-on weeping. The meteor was... see you in a bit. Get fucked. Alright, Mucka. May the force be with you. What the fuck are you talking? Oh my god. Mr. Samuels, what do you think of this shit? Oh, there. Okay, back to talking to the cop. Norman. Oh, the meteor was stolen. Taken from me own very home. From me very own Bin Laden. What the fuck? I need like a translator. What the fuck could that possibly mean? Bin Laden? Garden in it? Bin Laden garden in it? That doesn't... Oh, fuck. I set it outside in the garden overnight. I thought it was safe, I did. There's a fence arf a bleedin' mile high out there. But I woke up in the morning to discover some bleedin' bastard had taken it. Oh dear. I can't believe I've gotten away with this. Not only has said bastard... I love when people use said. Not only has said bastard taken my meteor, but he replaced it with a bloody normal rock. I don't believe it. More weeping. The meteorite is gone without a trace? Absolutely. All I have is this bleeding rock. He's carrying the rock. What the Donald Duck... something fuck am I supposed to do with a bleeding rock? I don't know, dude. Get the author to stove your head in with it. Was there any sign of a break-in to your home or garden? Absolutely none. It rained, I bet. Yep, mind you, the rain was so hard last night, I couldn't hear a thing. I've never seen so much Duke of Spain. Puke of rain? In all me life. Methinks the rain has washed away the coal and glitter, leaving behind the rock. As much as I like PC Norman, he certainly doesn't have too much between his ears. Bless him. I just feel so bad. You did me such a favor. You gave me the chance to change my life. Now this. How could I ever make it up to you, Gov? You could file a formal missing persons report on my friend for a start. Of course, my mucka. Fuck's I hope I'm not using, like... I hope that's a word I'm allowed to use. Every time I say it, I'm less sure. I do remember the details. Bearded fellow, wasn't he? Brown hair, 30s? That's right. Consider it done. I'll launch a search for him at this moment. Really? Well, as soon as I can. Let you know if we find any witnesses to the man's disappearance. Or indeed, if he is brown bread, found dead. Any reported bodies floating up to the shore. Okay, I'm gonna say something. And you can throw this in my face later. The more of the Cockney rhyming slang you hear, or indeed read, the easier it is to parse. Although talking about his bin Laden was remarkable. Or indeed, if he is brown bread, any reported bodies floating up to the shore. That is hardly reassuring. Thanks, AC Norman. No worries, Gov. See you in a bit. Alright, Mucka, may the force be with you. Stop doing that. Norman, you probably want this, huh? I'll give it back to him if he asks for it. Okay, that's a puzzle down the road. Mr. Samuels, what do we think of this? Thank you, Samuels. Okay. Cock in. Or shore entrance. What's up, buddy? Radio. Massive, chunky, walkie-talkie radio. Guard. Ukasa. Guard/henchman. He is absolutely motionless in his intensity. Monkey snatches the peach. Nope. Sorry, officer. Strictly no access today. Get fucked! I'm a cop, dickweed! Yep. Talk? Wow, he is really... Move along, sir. Fucking polish my knob, sir. Walk barrier. By orders of Ukasa. Okay. Grab barrier. I don't know enough to do here yet. That is the only entrance. Home, Vin's place, quarantine. There's a little boat in the river, that's cute. What's up, Hillary? Any sign of Vincent? Nah, bruv, nothing. Gotta check out the quarantine area. Oh, she's been fired. Like, fired. Crackle. Do we have clearance to reopen the access way? Hold fire, mate. The scientist from yesterday is nowhere to be found. The computer is not on. The quarantine zone, which I nearly burned down. Okay, not gonna let me do that. What's poppin', big guy? Strangle. No. Hi again. How can I help you, sir? Any more news about what is going on? Well, sir, I've just received confirmation from our quarantine lab that is most exciting. What is it? Well, we've confirmed that the water has had no apparent effect on those who've come in contact with it. Then what the fuck are we doing here, big guy? That is great news. I'm not surprised, but still slightly relieved. And there has been no report of any tidal surges happening anywhere in the United Kingdom for over 24 hours. Does this mean the foreshore is going to be reopened now? I'm afraid not. For cautionary reasons, we are leaving access ways closed for another 48 hours to monitor the situation further. I need to get down there to look for this date plate thing. I can't help but have a feeling that there's an odd connection between Vincent's disappearance and this locket, especially after what Hillary said, not to mention my dream. Is there no way you can push this forward? I know that it's like a freeze frame. His eyes closed, he looks like pissed, like he's gonna fucking whip the walkie-talkie at my head. Until I get word from official HQ, there's no way I can give our guards clearance to reopen the shore. What about the football there, Chief? Are you a fan of AFC Wimbledon? The Dons, best team that has ever existed. How did you know? You've got their sticker on your laptop. Haha, so I do. I'm a big fan too, through and through. Really? I am. In fact, I've just seen Neil Ardley across the street there. No way. Where? Just went into that fried chicken joint across the road. This is thoroughly unprofessional of me, but do you mind looking after this desk for me for a minute while I go shake the great man's hand? No problem. Anytime. The man disappears down the street, eager to catch a glimpse of AFC Wimbledon's famous manager. Take walkie-talkie. For sure entrance, come in. Do you read me? Go ahead. You have the order from HQ to reopen the access way. Please remove all the barriers and stand down. Received, thanks. That was a bit naughty, but effective. Moments later. I didn't catch him, unfortunately. That's a shame. Thanks for holding the fort. No problem. It was remarkably more straightforward than I would have expected. Alright. Back to the foreshore. Wow, they really just fucking did the damn thing. How's it get down there? I love his dumb little walk. Looks like I'm not the only one who couldn't wait to get back down here. Let's find that date plate. A grubby-looking man. Might be a vagrant of some sort. Let's pop in there, big guy. Hello there. Yeah? I'm here basking in God's glory, my friend. Are you connected with the almighty Heavenly Father? Sigh. Not today, no. That's a shame. Hope that one day you will feel the love of our Savior. Maybe one day. What are you here for, if not to bask in the Lord's work? Oh, the admiration I have for the soft lapping of the water against the shore. It is a lovely sound. Having spent more than my fair share of time on a lake, or on the shore of a lake, just casting a rod in for funsies, it is incredibly peaceful to just... Yeah, no, he's right. It's a beautiful noise. Just having a look around. I'm trying to find something on the shore, actually. Ah, you are trying to find Jesus. Easy, Father Gregory. No, not Jesus. No. Well, good luck. Seen anything strange around here today? Oh, by the Lord, yes I have. What? A man ran through here earlier wearing a Superman t-shirt. Yeah? Ah, Superman. No man has the power of God. It's the devil in a cape. A flying Beelzebub to defecate on all of us. You got like a special kind of screw loose, huh, bud? Quite. Thanks, that's all the info I need for now. Bye for now. Beware of Satan's presence in the world, embrace Jesus, and enjoy humility and family over wealth and fame. Will do. Need tinfoil. No. This is a surprisingly peaceful game. The tension is not quite what I expected. I don't know what I expected. Hardly this. Hey! Give me back my ball! You ain't having it back, you poxy little nit. Fuck, okay. Please, I didn't mean to hit you with it. Bullshit. No, wait! Give it back. Nobody touches me, you hear? Looking a little bit cracked out, bud. It's all good, chill. You threw this ball at me, didn't you? Didn't you? I didn't mean to. Oh, that's terrible to hear, Vin. Your favorite not Yeek game had end-of-life plans announced. Not, are you a Destiny kind of guy? That's the only one I can think of that happened recently. Here, go fetch. What a dickhead. My ball! Dad's gonna be furious if I lose it. Thanks a lot, you psycho. Piss off before I throw you in there. Listen, Vin, I get it. I kind of have a special disdain for Destiny, though. I don't know if you remember this, but they said that Destiny 1 would be a decade game. I was working when it came out, and this is back when I was reading every single Game Informer. This is before I had the incident involving what's it called? No Man's Sky, which I will recount on stream someday, but I'll probably need to be good and drunk for that to happen. I was still very much into like pre-ordering games and reading all the game journalism news about it. I got every single one of the fucking Game Informers for a very long time. I still have a giant stack of them. And they're kind of fun to read through. But I bought into it hardcore, and I got Destiny on launch. First thing they said it'd be a decade game. The game would last a decade with updates throughout, and it'd all be free. That was the original branding, the original, advertisement for it. It didn't happen. I remember that Peter Dinklage was the ghost, and then he saw that it was a shit show, and he had his name scrubbed from everything, which is a bad sign. But I remember, and this is back when I was in school, and I was a little more experimental. Remember, I bought a TV. I bought would have been a PS4, I want to say. I bought a copy of Destiny 1, brand new. All for this. And I remember I sat down, and I set up the TV. And I'd already played the beta, so I had a bit of an idea on what to expect. But I set it all up, and I also bought Acid for this. and I partook a little bit, and I smoked a bit, and I took days off. And I remember I pulled the TV as close as I could to me. It was a big TV, really, really big TV, so that it would eat up as much of my field of view as possible. And I had a blast with it. And I played a bit more, and I had less of a blast. And then my vacation with Destiny ended. They didn't have a ton at launch. Kept playing it, and it felt like the worst parts of a MMO mixed with like some of the best parts of a shooter, but both parts handicapped each other. Later on, when Destiny 2 came out, I tried that, and it was okay. But it never grabbed me. I really tried to be into it, but at least it went better than it went with No Man's Sky. Now, I know you love this still that we have here. I am going to take a quick 2-minute break. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I will say, to Destiny's credit, a couple things I'll say. The little hover vehicles were a fucking absolute blast to tear around on. They nailed the feel for those. I remember that, and it was one of the things I loved most. Just driving around. Like I said back then, I used to smoke a lot of weed among, other psychedelics. And just tearing around on the Sparrow, if that's what it was called, was a ton of fun. Ad starts in 4 seconds. Sorry. I don't know if the ad's going. It doesn't say if it is. Well, until the ad message pops up. The Sparrow was fun, and the multiplayer PvP, like the deathmatch maps, felt fantastic, and I'll give them that credit. Bungie knows how to make a shooter that feels good. No, it's not Doomer. I'm sorry that one of your favorite games, we know what your real favorite is the life support plugs in to get pulled eventually, but nothing lasts forever. Oh wait, it could if it wasn't a live service game. I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be being, consoling. But fuck live service games, dude. You're Bungie. You should be able to make that shit. Make like an offline version or something. Still, I played a bunch of it. I fell out of love with it due to broken promises, but it's... Now here's the ad. Sorry about that. That was a quick ad. Sorry, folks. No, I enjoyed my time with it, but I fell out of love with it because of just so many broken promises. But I get that a lot of people love it and a lot of people put a lot of time into it, and I respect that. Maybe in the future they'll make like an offline version or like a LAN version that you can play. Because the files exist, right? They'd be fools to destroy them. I wouldn't rule it out. And there's other cool games. Maybe I can convince you to become a real freak for like RimWorld or Dwarf Fortress. One of these days I'm going to do a Space Station 13 or 14. I'm coming around on the idea of 14 night with viewers. Actually, Vin, because you're here, I'll let you know. I am looking for some games that people can join me in. I have a couple in mind. One is Thug Pro, which is a Tony Hawk Underground Pro Skater 2 open source, like, online thing. It's cool. Or OpenRCT, which is Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. But similarly online and multiplayer. Maybe one of these days you can join me in that. I'd be happy to have you. But I've stared at this guy's face quite enough. We have to continue this dialogue. Wow, that kid's face. I don't like that. Oh, I love your idle animation, big dude. Come on. Do it again, yeah! Touch Vagrant. I don't want a black eye to add to my troubles. Speak Vagrant. Hi there. Leave me alone, I'm resting. Sorry to disturb you. Metal detector. I'm sorry, kiddo. Ooh, that's some weird flickering. Yeah, I'll be putting a time well in advance, and then, you know, it'd probably go very, very late on a special night where I have it open to viewers. So, yeah, I'll have something scheduled at some point. Just keep your eyes peeled on the Discord, or I'll talk about it here as we get closer to it. I've been stagnating a little bit in doing my favorite things over and over, but I need to do stuff that people want to watch or can engage with. So I have a few new plans coming up, as well as, hopefully, a movie night soon. Look, child. He seems awfully young to be down here on his own. Talk, child. Hey, kid. Did you see that bum? Sniff. He took my favorite tennis ball and threw it in the river. It's just a ball, don't get too worked up. But my dad gave me that ball for Christmas. He is gonna be so angry with me. I'm sorry, buddy. Can you find it for me, please? I'd love to help you, but I'm rather busy at the moment. Sniff, sniff. He is not a happy chappy. I don't have time to run on a ball hunt. I'm on a man hunt. Hey, you found it. Whoa, he does not look friendly. Touch strange dog. I'm not going anywhere near that dog. Oi! Stay away from my fucking dog, you nonce! Chav. Look, Chav. A most unsavory looking character. Grab Chav. He looks like he might stab me if I get too close. Talk Chav. Hi there. What the fuck do you want? Fuck off and leave me and me dog in peace, would you? He is clearly drunk and very antisocial. Talk dog. Hi, doggy. Fucking chill out, dude. Yeah, well, I'm a cop, dickweed. Excuse me, I'm a police officer. Sir, I will arrest you. Ignored. Not gonna work. Arrest dog. Nope. Tinfoil. Give Chav tinfoil. Okay, so we have a couple puzzles here. Oh, you're fucking crazy looking. Shore exit. Are we gonna get walking or are we gonna get walking? Oh, he's stanky legging. Okay, maybe I give coins to this guy. Worked this time. Alright, I'll shill it for you here out loud, so that people can hear. There's a new Yeek vinyl that you can pre-order now. I know we discussed Yeek music last time. How recent are we talking here? Hello there. We repeat the whole dialogue, not happening. Alright. I'm just thinking here what we could do. What tools do we have? Still can't touch that. Announced today. Very cool. Alright. Talk Nicola. Maybe she can we can get like a drink to give that guy down there? No, we've already had this conversation. Any news? Sorry, Mucka, not yet. I'll do my best to find your mate, thanks. Alright, no new ear taps. Yeah, me too, dude. Okay. Grab menu? Okay. I'm just thinking what we can do for puzzling here. Bark. Stick for dog? These are clearly interactable. Right, throwing that is not an option. Go to Vin's place. A different Vin, I might add. Oh, who's this fucking guy? Hello. Maybe he is deaf. No. Yeah, there's nothing here. I could go into, like, our buddy's room. And that'd be something, but that's not an option. Look at this strange man. I don't recognize this man. Still can't hear us. So, just looking at our stuff. What do we have at home? I'm not seeing a lot that we can... Of course this hasn't changed. Why would it? Alright, that's fine. That means that presumably we have all the pieces that we need to solve the puzzle. What are those pieces? Not seeing much in the way of items, although I remember we had a bit of pixel hunting to do. Shit kind of blended in. Yeah, of course that won't do anything. That kind of looks like a stick, but I know it's not. Hmm. This is where we found the plate. Talk to Kid again. Hey, Kid. Yeah, we've already done this. Terrible idea, but... no, of course that wouldn't work. Hi there. No. What am I missing? Not trying to fuck with the dog. I'm walking away from you, dickhead. Okay, we found the piece. Where we found it was like around here. Didn't really show a way to use this either. Fuck, what do we do? Coins. Oh. Okay, maybe if I examine some of these, I'll have an idea what we're supposed to do. Big ball of shiny aluminum foil. Yeah, it works quite well, my fat ass. God damn. Phones are likely still down. We got the new area of the park. There's gotta be something there. There's fuck all here. This is riveting television, as Greenheart would say. To just fucking amble around like this. If you have any ideas, by all means, drop it in chat, because I am without a clue. Locked off, so that area's done. Done, I presume. That'd be the park. Nest could give me like a stick or something. My thought process as it exists at the moment is crow's nest, right? Crows, they like shiny things. Tinfoil is shiny. But that's all I got. Gotta be the cock in then. Probably can't search this a second time. Well, at least that was very polite of you. Like, we clearly have puzzles to do. Talk to him again. Nothing new. Other interactable items. Should stand up from the foreground in a way that you can, like, clearly tell. What else can we possibly do? She left behind nothing. Nothing in here looks interactable either. Know that this is like numbers that we can call, but we have no phones. There's one thing I didn't try, and if this works, I'm gonna be blown away. I'm not gonna go too terribly much longer, though. I didn't try to give the chav money. That's the only thing I can think of at this stage. One of my items has got to work here. I don't want to, like, brute force it, because that's kind of lame, you know? Of course not, I already tried that one anyway. Watch as I'm just missing the secret item that I need to make this whole goddamn thing work. No way this works. Hey, want some money? Pretty sure that's it right there. But game logic tells me they wouldn't give us the plate immediately. Fuck off, dog. They wouldn't give us the plate immediately because that would render these couple of puzzles unnecessary. Kid give him money? I mean, that maybe. Of course, that won't work. Like a hint function? I got one more dumbass idea. No fucking way this works, though. At least we got a reaction out of... or the lack of reaction, but the game reacted to trying to give that guy cash. He's drunk and belligerent. He probably wants more alcohol, if I had to guess. Non-interactable. Well, I thought maybe I could get like a sheet for that one guy who was trying to rest. Might be a little more comfy for him. Okay, let's... now that we know one guy is a shithead, maybe we can, like, order a beer? No chance this works. Yeah, I'm at a loss. And I've hit midnight my time. Which, like I said, tonight's going to be a short one. We're going to go again tomorrow, though, so don't worry. It's going to be some absolutely bullshit. It's going to be something dumb as fuck. I just know it. Alright, well, as I said, we're cutting it short. Tonight's going to be a long one. Sorry for the short one and for the lack of progress. Whatever the case might be, I do hope that you have a lovely evening. We'll be back tomorrow. Maybe we mix it up with Mystery of the Druids. Maybe we do something else. I have plans for a movie night soon. Maybe you hear more then. Or next Friday, I would announce it if we're doing it on Saturday. We'll see. I'll have more info forthcoming. It's going to be some fresh garbage. It's like, what else, right? I hope you have a nice night too, Vin. Thank you very much for coming by and keeping me company. I see you in here all the time, and I want to let you know that I do appreciate it a lot. So, here is where we split ways for another evening. I think if I keep struggling with this game, maybe I go for a goddamn guide. I'm not above a guide, although I would like to puzzle it out. Maybe like get an end score thing where I subtract a point off of myself for looking up an answer to a puzzle. If any guides exist, we'll figure something out. Let's send you over to Greenheart. I'm pretty sure she's streaming. I very much appreciate you saying that, Vin. Thank you. Yeah, Greenheart is going. I'm gonna send you over to her. She's really good at this shit. You all know her. You all love working with, well, working with her. I'm the one who works with her. Seeing her stream and hanging out here. You know what I'm trying to say. She's good shit. Sending you over now. Take it easy, folks. See ya.